Greetings, fellow acolytes of the Force, slaves of the Muur talisman, and acolytes of the ancient Sith, and welcome back to the archives. I have been expecting you. Recently, we have been covering the legacy comic issues, and while to this issue we are going to be jumping heavily forward in time, we have been covering the most intriguing and the most jaw-dropping comics and some of the greatest comics to ever come out of Star Wars, seeing the legacy era, after the era of both Abeloth, the lost tribe of the Sith, as well as beings such as Darth Karness. We have even the death of Grandmaster Luke Skywalker. This takes place 150 years after the destruction of the Battle of Yavin, in 137 to 138 ABY. Over 130 years until Sidious's final death in Dark Empire. So my friends, today we are going to be exploring personally my favourite comic issue in all of this legacy comic, that being the comic series Invector, revolving around the Muur talisman, one of the most mysterious and ancient Sith artifacts that preserve the ancient apparition and crimson spirit of Karness Muur, one of the founding Sith Lords, who lived during the time of the old Sith Empire, and was one of the original Jedi Sith exiles who were exiled by the Jedi Order to the distant backwater planet of Moraband, or as it was earlier referred as, Korriban. So my friends, join us as we explore this comic issue with a full-on voiceover. One quick note is don't pick on me for any of the voices. Anyway, my friends, let us enjoy. 10 years ago, the Imperial Star Destroyer Iron Sun went missing. Its final garbled transmission spoke of the monsters. The ship was presumed destroyed, the victim of a mass shadow or black hole. For 10 years, it has hung here between the fractured hyperspace lanes of deep core as though it has been waiting. Something has. She has.
Well, little Jedi, darling Celeste, are you willing to surrender the inevitable? To surrender to me?
You are my prisoner, Karness Muur, and my body is still your prison.
No, Celeste Mon, you are my temple, and you are the one imprisoned by my will. You must let me go. Allow me control, then you will no longer be a prisoner in your own body.
Never.
I am patient. Another will come, another strong in the Force, and then I will no longer need you at all, and you will die, little Jedi.
Hyperspace, Cade Skywalker's ship, the Minor, en route to the planet had Abaddon in the deep core. Is it just me, Sin, or is Cade's plan to lure Darth Krayt to hide Abaddon so we can kill him crazy? Ever do local stuff like this before I signed on? Back when Cade and I were pirates, nah, assassinations weren't our brand of nasty blue.
Scares me some. Cade's scared that once Krayt is dead and his Sith Order falls apart, the Sith and the Empire will leave us alone. It'll be like it used to be.
So now, love-bond and stupid, he's Cade frickin' Skywalker. Half the galaxy knows it by now. You think we can fry one of the Sith priests bar and get our old life back? Simple as that?
Girl always can hope, Jerry.
I don't know, do I? I think you're both delusional. Worth a try, though.
The Minox hold.
The Jedi's good with a lightsaber. We're better, Gunner. Because we're Imperial Knights.
Yes.
If Shadalvar were one of us instead of a Jedi, would he be better than we are?
He isn't one of us, Krieg. He would never be one like us. He lacks discipline.
You know, Draco, it's a good thing it was Princess Masria and not you who stayed behind at the Hidden Temple to negotiate a treaty with the Jedi, or he'd likely have a war and not an ally.
Outside captain's quarters. Okay, look, I admit, I used to sneak Princess Masria into the Hidden Temple. I'm an Imperial Knight, a covert agent. I was just doing my job.
Cade Skywalker, former Jedi, former pirate, bounty hunter, smuggler, owner and captain of the Minor. His name makes him sought after by Jedi and Sith alike. He tries to meditate, hoping to resist the temptation to escape everything by using the death stick before him. To try to be strong enough to face the task of the life snap ahead of him. After the Sith attack, massacred so many Jedi in Coruscant and Ossus, a lot of us apprentices just scattered, made our way the best we could, like you. A pirate rescued you. That's what became. An Imperial Knight rescued me. They finished my training. I owe them. I guess I forgot I owe something to the past as well, to you. When we were younger, when we had an apprentice, we had blasters. Cade, did you have to make this so difficult? Cade? Contact. Son, what are you playing at jumping out of hyperspace like that? If you fried the hyperdrive, Cade will be on my butt to fix it. Not my fault. Feels like we got our yanked out by some kind of indirector field. There's no reason no sane person comes here cocking deep core lanes as crazy as Slash Rat's nest. Well, we won't be going anywhere until that drive is fixed. What are you gawking at? Get your looses of the last remote droid circuits to figure it out with that hyperspace lane. Gotta go, R2. Yeah, you said you knew the way. Just get on it, droid, before I rearrange your insides with my blaster. You ain't no treasured part of my past. Oh no. We are so dead. This stop you're doing, Aslan Ray. No, then quit hanging outside my door. I was trying to talk to you. I was trying to explain. Explain what? I'm supposed to believe an unhanded shooter like you? Sold me out to the imps once. Maybe you're gonna do it again now. Already told you I wasn't. You've got to trust me. Don't think so. You're an Imperial Knight. Do your duty. Obey your orders. The only reason you wormed your way back into my life was because the Emperor won't Fel ordered it. Means Fel either wants to be dead or grabbed. If Fel decides tomorrow that I'm too dangerous to run lube around the galaxy, your job as an Imperial Knight would be to kill me, so don't ask me to trust you. Cade, you want to get up here right now? A Star Destroyer? Why haven't you just left it? You don't need my okay for that. Can't, they got us in a tractor beam. Besides, hyperdrive messed up when we got yanked into real space. Blue's working on it. Get the gun ready, they'll open up and put us in and we'll see if that makes them spit us back out. Wait, there's something wrong here. There are no predators, and the Star Destroyer, 6 hulls taking fire damage from inside. I sense life forms over there. I sense more than just that. There's a Jedi on that ship, I think, or a Sith. I sense nothing like that. Force don't love me like it do me, Pastilla. Which did you sense, Jedi or Sith? Sith would make sense. It has to be one or the other. Can't be both. Oh, you mean like me. I sense no one in the hangar deck. Yeah, Shadow. Nothing's here but an old ship. R2 and Blue will stay with the Minoc and fix the hyperdrive. Everyone else, let's have a look. See if we can find some ghosts on the ship that we can work the tractor beam. Draco, Krieg, start checking out the corridors of the hangar bay. Keep in touch. The rest of us will secure the area and see what we can turn up. Ship's empty except for the bones, Shadow. What do you make of them? It's a skull from something with big teeth. Nowhere to tell how long it's been dead. Right, except that the ship it came from is at least 100 years old. I do not like this place. I get a feeling from this, not like a feeling I get from Sith. I do too. Hangar bay here. You and Master Krieg find anything? Or anyone, Master Draco? Bones. We found bones. Some have been gnawed. Looks like there was a fight. Draco, Skywalker here. We got bones too. Either of you sense the presence that we felt coming in? No, but there's a darkness here. Copy that. I feel it too. I think someone's blocking us. Let's meet up on the level 3. We need to find where those signs of sentient life I felt came from. Sith spit! Cade! Skywalker, what's going on? Master Ray, report! Hold on, we're on our way. Cease! Back! I am once more in command. I order you back. You were the one I felt in the Force. As I felt you, I apologize for the attack. I lost control of him for a moment. No, you've been bitten, scratched. That does it. Who are you and what do you think you're doing? My name is Celeste Morn, and I am a Jedi of the Republic. She's jammed the lock. I can cut through the door, but it'll take a while. Some Jedi, you think those things out there are gonna wait around while you mess around? What good's the Force if you can't break down a stupid door? The Force is strong in both of you. Are you Jedi? Chuba no. We were once Jedi apprentices together. I am an Imperial Knight in service of the Empire. The Empire, yes. I know of this new Empire from this vessel's records. Sadly, who or what you are is no longer of consequence. In a few hours you will be rat ghouls, like the creatures outside the ship. There is no cure. Lies! For a Jedi, you sure got the stink of a Sith about you. I can sense it. If you sense the dark side in me, then it is because of the talisman I wear. I've been bound to this Sith, Karness Muur, for 4,000 years. Darkness lies within you as well. Perhaps that is why we sense one another. Listen to me. What you need to know about the Empire is that a Sith named Darth Krayt took it over, killed the Jedi, killed my father, and destroyed everything. I came out to this Force-forsaken place to assassinate him and kill as many of his minions as I can run my saber through. Then it'll be up to your companions to carry out your mission. In a few hours you will be as mindless beasts as the beasts that attacked you. Take this time to prepare yourselves. I will stay with you. When the time of change comes, I will send you quickly into the Force. Sometime later. Draco, calling Mark. Blue, hear any word for the cage yet? Time to face facts, lady. By now Skywalker might be dead, and without him we can't lure Krayt. Mission is over. You got that hyperdrive switch yet? Shut your face. Cade is alive and we're getting him out of here. Your name is Cade Skywalker. I have read the histories of this vessel right. 100 years ago I may have encountered an ancestor of yours. A Luke Skywalker. Never heard of him. When I met him, Luke Skywalker would not be the great figure he would become. He reminded me of someone I knew during the Mandalorian War, a Jedi Padawan named Zane Carrick. This talisman I wear sought to take Zane. He was weaker than I was. I felt I could withstand what he held better than he, so I let it take me instead. For my own protection, Carrick placed me in a stasis casket that cut me off from the galaxy, promising he'd bring someone to heal me. He never returned. Instead, I spent 4,000 years with the only poisonous voices of Karness Muur as company, to be awakened by another Sith, the one they called Darth Vader, one more Skywalker. Vader told me everything that mattered to the Republic. The Jedi Order itself was dead. He abandoned me when he could not since command me, since I have been contesting Muur's will for the control of my own body.
And I will win.
What are those creatures? Rock ghouls. In my time they were a plague on Taris. I created the ones outside by willing it so. The talisman gives me that ability, except in some non-human species, and individuals strong in the Force. The rock ghouls began as creations of Karness Muur's Sith magic, but Scratches and Bryce spread the plague, even to Force users like you. Even after I commandeered the vessel in which we now stand, I felt a sudden yearning to explore. But then I realized that was what Muur wanted. His intention to create armies of Rakghoul to which to dominate the galaxy. I fled to the deep core to lose myself and to protect the galaxy. If the talisman is that nasty, why not just bury it somewhere? And have it be found again by someone else? Someone weaker who will create armies of Raks and set them loose on the galaxy? No, I am Muur's cage, and he is my prisoner, and that is how it must be. Cade, I feel something wrong. It begins. I will give you death. It is the only mercy I can offer. 10 years ago, my ship was found and taken aboard by the Iron Sun. I assumed it was the same empire Vader served, so I created a new army from its crew. Food ran out. The Rakghouls had been cannibalizing one another. I didn't stop them. They needed to eat.
And it was entertaining.
Blue, if you have a plan to get Cade out, you better get your pink rear in the gear. These things are starting to look at me like a big, juicy Giska steak. Big ugly gauntlets threaten my friends, will ya? Bite the deck in. You're gonna like this. It's all about boom. Blue, now's good. Blue, you crazy Zeltron, you're gonna boom me. Quit whining, Juria. You know you love it. I feel it too. Celeste, you said the Rackles were called by a plague. You mean a disease? The magic is a vector, but a Rackle bite or scratch carries a disease. Like a virus, it doesn't matter. There is no cure. Ejecta! If you just quit yarning on about your stupid life and told me that in the first place. The Force, such intensity.
The dark side at work.
No, he fights against it. Giving up Jedi? Perhaps if I was using Imperial lightsaber. If you closed your mouth and opened your mind, Imperial, perhaps you could sense it. Something has happened in there. Cade! What, just making some friends, Blue? You have done more than that, Cade Skywalker. You have impressed me with your ability and your sense of mission, and with the loyalty of your companions. I do not make friends, but you have earned yourself as an ally. I am joining your mission. Together we will kill this Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Krayt. Imperial garrison on Had Abaddon, Deep Core. All pilots to their ships. Stand down. Imperial base. This is Predator of Delta 2 in pursuit of the Twin Tail. We have him. In your dreams, Master Draco. Does this feel right to you, Antares? Killing fellow Imperials? Right is killing our enemy. They followed the usurper Krayt. They are the enemy, Master Krieg. Roost to Tamarnock. The path is clear. Get ready to pop and drop, Cade. Done and done, Sin. Clear now. Get out of here quick. Quick!
There's the one I sensed in the Force.
Cock and great intel from your map, Knights. Aslan Rages, a few more Stormies than I figured. And a Sith. It doesn't matter. You serve without question, like beasts. Beasts you will be then. Rackles to serve my will.
Yes. You command Sith magic, woman. Why'd you strike against your allies?
I am not Sith. I hate all Sith. Main thing you want to avoid with Rack, Sith, is their teeth. Away! After him! No. Ichata! What are you thinking, Morn? He'll go to Krayt! Exactly. He'll report to his Sith Lord what he's been, and then Lord Krayt will come to us. That wasn't the way I'd planned it. Your plan needed improvement. Don't interfere. I know Krayt. I know the Sith. I've had one inside me for millennia, and what's done is done. It will take some time for the Sith to get his master. Until then, we need to prepare. The talisman appears to only affect those with no sensitivity to the Force. Instruction, my Emperor? Interesting. Our primary objective remains killing Krayt. Once Krayt is removed, the Imperial throne that should be rightfully mine will be empty. Without a leader, the Sith will attack vulnerable. This talisman could turn our enemies' armies into monstrous warriors that will obey me. Yes, I want that. Whether Krayt falls or not, bring me this Celeste Morn, or at least the Muur talisman, Master Draco. Will be done, Your Majesty. It has been too long, Aslan, since we had a chance to talk privately. Like this. Though I recall you left very abruptly the last time we saw each other. I didn't mean for my words to upset you. I was not upset by your words, Gunner. Master Ray, good you're here. I contacted the Emperor. After Krayt is dead, our second order is to bring the Muur talisman to the Bastion. I know that you have feelings for me. I care about you too, Gunner, and I am forever in your debt, but our duties as knight will always be taken down a separate path. If we succeed in this, nothing will stand in the way of a union between the Princess Sia and myself. What are you thinking? The talisman is a thing of evil. The stormtroopers we saw use it were Imperial troops who once served the same Emperor we serve. They served Krayt, and that makes them traitors. As Imperial Knights, we serve the Emperor's will. I was taught that an Imperial Knight serves the Force as embodied by the Emperor. He should never, must never, ask us to do anything dishonourable, and this is. The Muur Talisman is a foul Sith device. I thought the Emperor had learned to shun anything Sith. I guess not. She's been acting strangely since meeting her old Jedi Master at the Hidden Temple. Her loyalties seem unstable. She is torn apart between who she was as a Jedi and her duty as an Imperial Knight. It's understandable. It is not acceptable if Aslan will not obey. Worse, if she speaks of what she knows, I may have to kill her. You'll have to kill me first. Do not let your feelings get in the way of duty, Master Krieg. You do. She's right, Antares. We deserve with honour, and if we are asked to sacrifice our honour as our duty, then we are betrayed. The Imperial Knights have another purpose established since our founding, which you have seemed to have forgotten. As Imperial Knights we will obey the Emperor, but only as long as the Emperor serves the light side of the Force. Should he ever turn to the dark side, our duty is to bring him back to the light or remove him. It is the Force that we ultimately owe our allegiance, Draco. Remember that. Later that night. Why are you here, Jedi? I was meditating. Muur, the talisman, attempted to call to me. So you see now the reason for my self-imposed exile. My initial question remains, why did you come on this mission to Sadao Val? I came here for Cade. He's my friend, but he's also drawn to the dark side. I promise to kill him if he fails. And who will kill you if you fall, Jedi? I know this about your friend. Whatever else you may want, Cade Skywalker does not want power. He shuns it. I also know what feelings Karness has brought out in you, Shadao Val. It tells me something about you. It should tell you something about yourself. You're in a very dangerous place, Jedi. Best leave now. Hey, Yasin, any word from Cade? Plan's still on, Captain says. He wants to put us stay and prepare for a nice welcome for Crate. Think I got enough party favour to go around? What? Yeah, I guess I am. Oh, Sin, Cade's making me crazy. I'm a Zeltron. We're not supposed to get all hung up about just one other person. But I can't help it. No Cade's with that Imperial witch, Master Ray, and it hurts. Juta, you know how Cade feels about you. Cade says lots of things, but saying isn't always meaning. My gut says what Cade feels for Aslan is different. Cade and Aslan have a past, and he healed her. That creates a bond of its own. Same goes with you and Cade. You got a past with him, he healed you. 2. Healed us both from the Muson von coral seeds that were killing us. That's not the same, Jaria, and you know it. Cade and Aslan are both Jedi. They got this intense Force connection. Something way beyond what you and I can ever understand. Look at me. And Cade's been brothers since Rave hauled him above Cade's sorry hide on board the Axe. Always been tight since crept off course when we hate each other's guts. And yeah, sometimes Cade's a nerf. But right now, Cade's getting ready to try to assassinate the baddest Sith in the galaxy. One thing I know about my brother Cade is when to leave the man alone. Cut him a little slack, he'll come back around. Always has.
Aslan Ray.
Aslan Ray, what are you doing here in front of your Maul's quarters? Doing what needs to be done, Skywalker. Don't you get it? More than that talisman. It's more dangerous than Darth Krayt can ever be. She must be killed. What makes you think you can handle what's on the other side of that door with a blaster, or even a lightsaber? Besides, killing someone in cold blood, not something a Jedi would do. Get out of my way. You're the one who decided assassination was acceptable. Not so easy. It's a time, is it not? It's not like at Banthas, sneaking up from behind. I can see you, and I'm reasonably sober. Stop playing the fool, Skywalker. Let me pass. The talisman is an abomination. It will poison us all. It has poisoned her. I don't care who we're fighting. I can't let her just turn them into rat-ghouls. I'll have to take it from her. And do what with it? You want to wear it? You think you can control some ancient Sith magic? Oh yeah, forgot, you're an imp knight now. That makes you better than anyone. You don't see it? Celeste Morn is evil and she must die. Even have to take the talisman on myself. Aslan, no. Let it go. This isn't you. Listen. Remember how it felt when we were just a couple of brat kid apprentices? The peace we felt at the end of the day and evening. Meditation on Oasis. Do you remember how we felt about each other back then? Remember that first kiss I stole from you? Trust your feelings. Always loved you, Kate. Always hoped Sunday and the massacre of Oasis happened and you were gone. I thought you were dead. Then I saw you again and told myself those feelings had passed. But when you healed me, it all came flooding back. Me too. There's a lot I've made myself forget. Later, the Imperial Commander's quarters. And remember the time we thought it'd be funny to put live gollipids in Master Gazen's boots? It was funny. The look on his face was worth a week of chores we had to do afterward. Cleaning the nurse stable was one of those things I've tried to forget. I wonder why I ever wanted to forget about you. Sometimes remembering hurts too much, and our only hope is to forget. What's wrong, Aslan? What is it? It's that voice again. Don't you hear it? Yeah. Like sand on metal. Heard it ever since we took Celeste aboard the lineup. Think it's time me and Master Morn talked. Stay here. This won't take long. Yo, Morn, open up, lid. We need to talk. What is it you want, Skywalker? Laura's playing mind games with the people here, trying to play mind games with me, and it's going to stop. Or, threats usually come with an or, Skywalker. Or I stuff you and that trinket into a rocket and send you into a black hole to center of the deep core. The way I figure it, Cray is just about on his way. I can do this without you, or Muur now. Can you indeed? I confess I'm surprised you haven't fallen prey to Muur. You're his type. Oh, I feel him, but he just makes me laugh.
Insolent boy.
Back! All of you, I still command here, not Muur. You surprised me, Skywalker. You made Muur angry. I have that effect on a lot of people. Muur has previously attempted to find another host. He knows that I am too strong for him, and I know that his tricks too well. He hopes another will kill me. You see, then he would be free to crawl to the killer crawl, take control of them, a vessel weaker willed than I. But I have learned tricks of my own, including ways to keep us together. I draw on his power to keep me alive. We are bound together for as long as I live. I can never be free. I cannot trust another is strong-willed enough to keep him caged. I am his prison, but I am also his prisoner.
This one, he is strong enough. Let's go, and you can be free.
I don't care, Morn. I'm just looking to get clear of Crate. All that means I have to kill him. Or if you and your Sith bauble can help do that, fine. Meanwhile, leave my crew alone. Remember what I said about the black hole?
Oh, I'll remember, Skywalker.
Coruscant, the world capital city of the Sith-controlled empire. Within the Temple of the One Sith, Darth Rave repeats his control of the Sith, Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Krayt. I am not mistaken, my lord. It was Cade Skywalker. I saw it had Abaton. Was it Skywalker who inflicted these wounds? Not Skywalker, Lord Krayt. A Jedi woman with him turned our troopers into monsters. They attacked me. Lady Malady, this is ancient Sith alchemy, my lord. There is a holocron that speaks of creatures who caused a plague on the ancient Taris. The festering wounds he suffered resemble the infectious bite of these Rakghoul. How strange, Rakghouls have been extinct for millennia, yet one transformed Reeve. Red Lords, if it pleases you, there is an urgent transmission from Abaton to His Highness, Lord Krayt. He will hear it.
Are you Lord Great? My words are for him alone.
I am Crate.
I am Lord Karness Muur. Ignore this frail mortal form. I reside within the talisman she wears. She is mine, as are these rackles. Once your soldiers, they are now mine.
What do you want, Karness Muur?
A meeting, one-on-one, two great Sith Lords alone.
And why would I do that?
Because I have a prize.
He is of no importance to me.
Then you don't care if he dies.
Stop!
It is good to drop the pretense. It wastes our time. In life, I delved into the secrets of transformation and dark side healing. I tortured Skywalker into telling me about your condition. We can help one another. Come to me at Had Abaddon, and come alone. If others come with you, Skywalker is dead, and so are you. Leave immediately.
You failed Lord Crate once, Talon. I'm surprised he let you live. We all live or die as Lord Crate wills strife. At his word, I would cut out my own heart, or yours. Observation deck. Wylock, what do we know of this Karness Muur? He's mentioned in the scrolls I brought back from Darth Andedu's tomb. Some of Andedu's achievements were built upon Muur's experiments. I have pieced together this much from his holocrons and archives. Karness Muur may date back to the 100-year darkness that began all more than 7 millennia ago. If so, he was one of those Sith who predated the creation of the Sith Order as we know it. It may have even been a contemporary of Zozan, whose holocron taught you the ways of the Sith, my lord. Like many Darksiders of that time, he used the power of the Force to twist life itself into monstrous creations. Some sources say he had a hand in the creation of Leviathans. These powerful Darksiders made a last stand on the planet Kobos against Jedi hunters and powerful Darkside rivals. We know this ended the 100-year darkness. A few of these Darksiders managed to escape Kobos. Muur must have been one of them. The surviving Darksiders fled the Republic, finally coming to Korriban, where the native Sith welcomed them as gods. Like many Sith, Karness Muur sought a way to defy death itself. Muur's philosophy, however, was not to preserve his body, but his mind, his essence. Muur created not simply a holocron, but the talisman into which he invested his very mind and will. The talisman has always sought out a powerful Force user, so that Muur would have access to powers through them. Mischiefs or actions of jealous rivals have frequently kept the talisman hidden. It is as if the Force itself did not want him found. Can Muur heal me? It is possible, my lord. He is said to know the art of dark side healing. I sense, however, that he will not share his power. Given the opportunity, he will use the Rackles to conquer the galaxy. Then we must also obtain Skywalker and force him to heal me. My time is running out. Lord Wylock, I can feel it. My control of the coral seeds, the Yuzong Vong planted within me wanes. Soon I will be a mindless thing, or a corpse. I created the One Sith to impose order and chaos, and unite the galaxy under my rule. But I fear the Sith Order, my vision, will not survive my death. For 3 generations, my family has served you, Lord Crate. Your vision of the One Sith, one galaxy united, is too great for even death to take. As one Sith, we will find a way, I swear to you. Remember as I have taught you, Lord Wylock, knowledge is power. Stay with the ship when we arrive. Use all your senses within the dark side of the Force. Seek information about Muur. We still know too little. We must bargain from a position of power. I must survive. I will see what Muur offers us, and if it has the power he claims.
I told you to come alone. I warned you what would happen if you did not.
You need something from me. Kill Skywalker and you get nothing.
You may be too much of a coward to face me alone, Lord Great. But at least you're not a stupid coward.
Skywalker had others with him.
I had no use for them, so I left them dead. It seemed to upset Skywalker. I feasted on his pain.
What is it you want of me, Lord Muur?
I propose an alliance. You must kill this creature I ride and free me. Then when we are joined, I will heal you. Your power will be mine, and mine power will be yours. Together we will dominate the galaxy, as you have not been able to do alone, in that infected and failing husk you call a body.
I need proof that you can do what you say.
As a gesture of good faith, I will begin the process. Step forward, Lord Great.
Darth Talon, secure Skywalker.
Yes. I sense the alien seeds within you, seeking to expand their domain, to consume your flesh. Together, we must focus.
My lord, no, do not interfere.
It's working. Now I understand.
Trap. Attack. Control is mine. Die, Sith. Tell your master we have a bargain, and I will now keep my end of it. Rackles, attack my children. Mindless minions, away from my Lord Crate. Impressive, Jedi. You and Fel's Forcelings managed to conceal yourself completely in the Force, even from me. Clever chap, almost worthy of a Sith. Words don't impress me, Sith. And no words, Jedi, only death. Miss me much, did you, sweetheart? Come back for more of what I gave you before. I got plenty. You sought me out, Skywalker. We both know why. Some responses are impossible to fake. Whatever you tell others or yourself, you and I were one at the temple. I could feel how you responded, how you are responding now. Wild emotions, anger, hate, desire, mingling, bring us to the edge, the only place where life is truly felt. Liar! Liar! Lust and anger, Skywalker, Sith emotions. When you healed me, it created a bond between us. I can still feel the anger churning within you. Dark anger toward your father for dying, the Jedi for failing at what you had to become to survive. Hatred towards the Sith when you were our prisoner. Hatred for me, but desire too. Desire for the dark power within you. That rises like a storm, even now. Got your dark side right here, witch. Rackles have cut us off. We need to make certain that Crate is dead. Master Ray, you and Ganna make certain of Crate. I'll get to the talisman. No, if Crate isn't dead, everything else is meaningless. I am leader of this mission. I decide what takes priority, and I am going after the talisman. The talisman is evil and corrupt. The Emperor will not allow this. It is not for you to decide. Obey my orders or deal with Muur and Taris. Master Ray and I will deal with the usurper. Yeah! I could feel your intent, Master Draco. From half a planet away, you are not a suitable man. No, surrender!
Not to you, pitiful Imperial slave. You want the talisman for your Emperor, for use as a weapon. He is not worthy of it. It is our Sith I desire, one ripe with the power of the dark side. After I slay you and your minions, I will impale the Jedi and make Skywalker and his lackeys my Raku slaves. then I will take Krait's mortal body as my own. Why else do you think I cooperated in the imbecilic charade?
Vermin, away from my master! Enough! It is time for an ending. The Sith Imperial ship Relentless in high orbit overhead Abaddon. I am going to the planet's surface. You will maintain geobiochronolis orbit, Captain Rakar, until you hear otherwise. Has something happened, Lord Rylock? Yes, I sent Lord Krait will need of me soon. You should have thought twice before attacking me, Karness Muur. I will slay your mortal host, and you will die.
It was the Jedi Muur, not I, who betrayed you. Fool! Pity I still have need of you, but I will kill you if I must. I have easily slain more powerful Sith than you, Krait. However, Skywalker and his companions are of no more use to me. Kill them, my mindless slaves.
Aslan, stay close, back to back. We're at the space away. So you, the noob, I am Darth Strafe. I am death. You're just another Sith moron. That you ugly, or did you shave a womp rat's butt? Rah! Sin, I could use some boom about now. Always need for a boom, and Sin's a boom daddy. No, I am in control. You will not defeat me, Muur, nor will I be your proxy. It is you, not you, Muur, will defeat you, Jedi. I am your foe, and I am no one's tool. Die, Jedi! Not at your hand, Sith. We stand, Jedi, as one Jedi.
Face the inevitable and surrender, Jedi. Alone against Darth Krait, you would fail in time. Now another Sith has joined him. You cannot stand. You are not that strong. Surrender and die, so that I may live.
Never. Cade, I can see a way in. I can hold off the racks by yourself. Do it quick. I'm sick and tired of these stupid racks. I feel you tapping into Muur's dark power to fight me, Jedi. Good. Give yourself over to the dark side. Become my acolyte. Together we will master Muur. He will serve on my terms for this side, and I am all the power. Aslan!
Power? Compared to me, you are a mere Sith zygote. I was one of those who created the Sith.
I created my own Sith.
I feed on your power and make it my own. You are nothing. Your time is over.
Aslan! You Sith-mongering witch! You killed Aslan! Our deal was to kill Krait. Krait is dead. Did you think you and yours would escape unscathed? Aslan Ray knew the dangers when she attacked. She accepted her destiny. I make my own destiny. Keep fooling yourself, Skywalker. Unlike Aslan Ray, I accepted my fate. Mine is controller and keeper of the Muur talisman for these long millennia.
And you are losing control.
But yes, I am losing control. I've never met anyone quite like you, Cade Skywalker. You walk so close to the dark side, and yet you do not desire, even in some small way, the temptation of power that the Muur talisman can give you. You know exactly what must be done, without anger, without fear. Yeah, I know the song. We take what we are given, we do what we must. Hugh, Zane. He did send one after all. He sent you.
Yes. At last I am free. The pathetic Jedi did not understand my power. My patience. It It is time for my destiny to be fulfilled. I will create armies of Ragoors to ravage the galaxy. Then I will rule.
Turn down the Cacton Slimo. Just gets annoying after a while. Celeste Morn knew exactly what she was doing. You fell into the same trap we laid for Crate, and went for the same bait. Me, I guess all Sith really are stupid. You think your stinking talisman's so Carkland perfect, Muur? Well, it ain't. I can see every flaw, and all I have to do is pour the Force into the cracks. Cade, over here. Aslan Ray's still breathing. She's alive. Aslan, it's okay. I can heal you. It's not working, Cade. Not like it did with the princess or me in blue. Her body is too broken. Cade, please allow her to go. Allow her to become one with the Force. No! I can save her. I will heal her. I'll keep pouring the Force into her and keep her alive until we can find a medical facility. Cade. Shut up! No more talk. Come on, Cade. Bring her on board. Maybe Drodo can help. Yeah, that's it, Delia. Get to the Kifix. To Drodo. Stop! You can't just take her. I'm going with you. No, you and Draco are traitors. You think I don't know you went for the talisman. Find your own way back. Aslan, Master Ray, is an Imperial Knight. We have heals on the Bastion. She belongs with her own kind. She belongs with me. She was one of us before she was one of you. Ganna, we have to leave now. We have to protect us, or we'll make our way back to the Bastion. Report to the Emperor. We have important news. It's our duty, Ganna. Duty. For 3 generations, Darth Wylock's family has served Darth Lord Krayt as lone trusted advisor to his great wisdom and standing guardian where he rested. And now what remains of our master? The dragon of the Sith seemed immortal, yet now the dragon is dead, and Lord Wylock will inter Lord Krayt's bones among the ancient Sith on Korriban. Lord Krayt, you live? Use the Force. Break my fall. Get me to the Bacta tank. Made my begin healing in the Force. Son, how to heal myself. I can survive my vision. My dream for the one Sith will live. It is a magnificent vision, my lord. Sometimes for the dream to live, the dreamer must die. Well, my acolytes, this is where we're going to leave it for today. Personally, that last ending where we saw Darth Wylock betray Darth Krayt is truly one of the greatest betrayals. Reminiscent of the betrayals we saw from Palpatine with Plagueis, and from Anakin with Palpatine on the second Death Star. Darth Krayt is truly potentially the most powerful Sith Lord to have ever existed, with his only rivals being that of Vitiate, Nihilus, and Sidious. Darth Krayt truly needed to be liberated of his Yuzong Vong implants, and in the next episode, we are going to show how this one instance made Darth Krayt more powerful than Darth Wylock could have ever imagined, and how the most powerful Sith of this age made his most fatal flaw in betraying the one Sith Master that he had served for 3 generations. Farewell, my acolytes. I'll see you in the galaxy far, far away. Pay your respects to the Dragon of the Sith. Make sacrifices at his tomb on Korriban, and remember, the Force will be with you, no matter how dark the future may seem.